So what was the judicial system like in a first century Roman occupied province? Let's contrast it to America. In America, you are innocent until proven guilty. In Rome, you're guilty until proven not proven. In the Romans' eyes, there's no such thing as an innocent person. Okay, so if you are able to carry off a defense while on trial, the verdict will never be you are innocent. They'll just say, there's not enough to say you're guilty, but you may go. In America, you are tried in front of a jury of your peers. In Rome, the procurator makes the decision.
When I hold your life in my hands.
In America, you can have an attorney to defend you.
You have any questions for this witness? Might have some bearing on this case.
Do I?
No, we've helped them out enough already.
No, Your Honor.
In Rome, you have to carry off your own defense.
Defense!
But you carry this defense off while being tied up, while being flogged, while being kicked in the stomach, on the ground, if you're insubordinate. And if you were a woman, you'd have to carry off your defense while being gang raped. So a lot of people would claim guilty for crimes they never committed only because they wanted the torture to stop. Of course, the result of that would be their own death, but it's a quicker death at least.
Kill me quickly.
This is what throws Pilate when he's trying Jesus. First thing Pilate asked Jesus, are you the king of the Jews? Are you the Messiah? And if Jesus would have said, yes, I am, guilty.
Guilty.
That would have been enough cause for Pilate to execute him on the spot. Okay, you admit guilt. You are a political revolutionary. Jesus' response is actually very interesting. It's almost like a defeated Jesus. Jesus looks at Pilate and says, that's what you say. Or, depending on the translation, your words, not mine. The equivalent of that is whatever. Pilate's asking him to defend himself, and Jesus' response is whatever.
How can you stay quiet? I don't believe you understand.
It's almost at this point, Jesus is just, he did this at the garden. He resolved to the fact that this is his fate. He's drinking the cup of poison. And there's nothing that he can say to Pilate that's going to change anything. So Jesus, for the most part's quiet. And again, this throws Pilate. Because people are usually begging their defense. In the Gospel of John, Pilate's practically begging Jesus to respond. He's saying, what can I do to help you? Pilate thinks that Jesus is crazy.
Look at your Jesus Christ. I'll agree, he's mad.
He has Jesus flogged. Now again, this was customary that during a court case, the soldiers would flog the person on trial in order to get a confession out of him. So Jesus is kind of being defiant. Jesus really isn't saying a whole lot, and Pilate has him flogged.
But to keep you vultures happy, I shall flog him!
Scripture says he was flogged 39 times. Now, in Scripture, numbers are always symbolic. 40 means a complete amount of time for human beings. For instance, 40 years usually implies a whole generation of humans. Jesus was flogged 39 times. That's one shy of 40. So what's the author trying to say? Jesus was flogged to the point of near death. One more would have killed him. You're guilty until proven not guilty. And so if Jesus wasn't going to defend himself, Pilate issues the crucifixion death sentence. Under what charge? Well, the charge is listed right above his cross. A sign is placed that says, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. Now, I know typically that's interpreted as that's Pilate trying to mock the Jews. I disagree. Historically, it was common to place the crime above the cross. And what you have is Jesus' name, Jesus of Nazareth, and his crime for claiming to be King of the Jews. In other words, being a political anarchist, being a political revolutionary. Crucifixions were reserved for only those who committed crimes against the government. If I wanted to steal from my neighbor, I would never be crucified from that. But if my neighbor happened to be a Roman official, a Roman soldier, then maybe. If I stole taxes from the government, probably definitely. Jesus was crucified. Okay, Jews can't issue crucifixion death sentences. So I don't know why, to this day, people are still arguing that the Jews are responsible for the death of Jesus. Historically, legally, politically, the only person that can issue a death sentence in first century occupied Judea would be Pontius Pilate.
Die!
And that's in our Nicene Creed. Every Sunday at Mass, we say Jesus was crucified under Pontius Pilate. So I don't even know where the debate is.
I wash my hands!
Okay, fine, Pilate washes his hands. If you commit a crime and you go, why wash my hands of this, I'm not responsible, does that make you less guilty? Historically, legally, the only way Jesus ended up on that cross was because Pontius Pilate signed off on that. It had nothing to do with people thinking he was God or calling him the Son of God. Romans could care less. Okay, freedom of religion. Jesus was executed for being a political revolutionary. Treason. Jesus was executed for the crime of a zealot.